There we go. Just like that. There he is. Nice fish on. Big rainbow trout. What is cracking, you fishing jamokes? Eastern PA Fishing here. Today we are on a fishing mission. I have my heated gloves, my lucky fishing hat, my backpack, my rod and reel, and my bike in the back. And today we are gonna catch ourselves some giant trout. So I hope you guys all like the episode. If at any point in time you do, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel if you haven't already. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Let's get right to the fishing. And we are off. Let's go catch some big trout, guys. Check these bad boys out. Heated gloves. Got these boys off of Amazon. Well, they were actually a gift to me, but the person that gave them to me got them off of Amazon. Look at that. Bam. These Jones be heating up to 8 hours. Keep your hands nice and toasty. Don't know how well I'm going to be able to fish with these, but put a link in the description if you guys are interested in these. Pretty sweet gloves. We have a little bit of a bike ride until we get to the spot, so I'm just going to sit back, enjoy the ride, a little bit of cardio. Damn, busting gears. Turn those down a little bit. Nice fall day. It's about 41 degrees max. It's not going to be very warm for very long. I actually never biked this trail before, so hopefully I am going the right way. I did check it out on Google Maps, but that was also about 4 or 5 days ago. But I think all I have to do is keep sticking to the left when I come to any forks in the road. Once again, getting over another sickness. I feel like I've been sick for like the last month and a half. Absolutely miserable. Nice little chilling part of the trail. Minimal to absolutely no effort at all. That's the type of bike ride I like, at least nowadays. Whew, I think we're actually starting to get close here. Yeah, right around this bend up here on the left. Oh man, wouldn't you believe it? The day I finally made it to this spot, and there was a bunch of other fishing jamokes already there. That's all right though. We're gonna head to another spot and catch ourselves some trout, and we will definitely be back to that spot later in the day. Hopefully at the next spot I go to, I will not run into anybody else. Actually wasn't a bad bike ride up here. Only took about 5 minutes compared to the 25 minutes it would take walking through the woods itself. Oh well, that's just the way it goes sometimes, but we are still gonna catch some fish today, and I will definitely be back to that spot for a little vengeance. That seems to be one of the holes where they stocked a little bit more fish. At least so I've heard. Been speaking to a couple anglers here and there. You're gonna be doing stuff like this, gotta get yourself some of these heated gloves. Not sure if it really matters what brand. I guess maybe I'll put the link to this one in the description. Man, if it wasn't for these dudes right here, I would not be able to do this bike ride. My hands would be absolutely frozen to the handlebars. Get yourself some of these. Part 2 of the adventure, carrying my bike through the woods. I stopped at one spot for like 2 casts. On the first cast, I bombed it up in the tree, was able to get it out. And then on the second cast, I bombed it up into someone else's snag that was up in the same tree. And then I lost one of my only ultralight Rapala track down jerk baits. Freaking stinks. Those things aren't cheap anymore. All right, well, we made it. But I have to retie a leader and something else on. I guess we're not gonna be fishing with the jerkbait now. Whatever, let's get to fishing. Medium powered Cast King Centron rod, size 10 Silver Max Abu Garcia reel. I have that all spooled up with some 4-pound monofilament line. And I have a 6-foot long fluorocarbon leader on there that is also 4 pounds. On the end of that, I have a size 7 Aberdeen hook. Very tiny little hook, but the Aberdeen style hook has that little bit of a longer shank on there. And we're gonna be putting on the Berkley Powerbait 3-inch floating trout worm. This is the natural color. I feel like these fish have seen a lot of the artificial looking stuff at this point, so let's try something that looks a little more natural. If you guys don't know how these work, they come in this long rope, all connected like that, and you just have to pinch apart the segments. And to show you guys how I rig this up, I like to take it and go in a couple centimeters through the nose, come out what's gonna be the bottom, push it all the way up to the line tie, and then you spin spin it around, just like you would hook up a Senko or another soft plastic. Line up where it goes through and bend your soft plastic right up through, straight through the middle. Now I would typically throw a little split shot, but this hole is very tiny and super snaggy. A lot of rocks down there. Plus I think I can get a pretty good natural drift going here. I think one of these trout will gobble it right up. Can't cast it as far as I would like to, but the more casts I do, the more my line will get a little supple. This thing is really floating up there. Another thing with the fluorocarbon leader is you'll get your baits to sink a little further. This trout worm staying right on top. Definitely gonna have to add a split shot. Just gonna use the smallest one that I have. Really don't want to get down there to the bottom because I will snag with this little split shot on there. But I think it's also gonna be essential for me catching a fish here. Secured my split shot a little over a foot away from my rig down there. Let's see if we can get down there a little further. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Just gotta make sure we keep moving along the bottom there. So once it sits down to the bottom for a few seconds, it is definitely at risk of being snagged, especially in this hole. I know there's one in here somewhere. There we go. Fish on. Nice rainbow. First one of the day if we can land him. Awesome. Took that little trout worm. Couldn't resist, guys. Just had to have it. Man, that is a nice bow too. Right on the lip. Get this guy right back. Nice. Rainbow trout. Fresh stocky. That is good fish. You're just the first one of the day, so I'm not gonna take you. But later in the day, I definitely might want to take one of these guys for lunch. And he's off. Well, all right. Off to a decent start. One in the bag. Telling you guys, if you haven't fished with these before, you have to give them a shot. Well, when it comes to stock trout, where there is one, there's typically many. So let's catch another one here. I'm gonna try to do that same technique. Cast it up there, let out a good amount of line. Still gonna try to crawl it along the bottom. The guys seem to bite it off the bottom. Just wanna make sure I don't snag. I think I can see another trout out there now, right in front of us. A whole bunch of them. Right here in this rip, looking to feed. A couple more casts with a natural color. Then we might switch over to that yellow that I've been using. Maybe the chartreuse will work a little better. We'll definitely be able to find it a little easier. Let's try the chartreuse. See if this makes a difference. Chartreuse. See if we can get something on this. I don't want to waste too much time in the spot. Although there are some big fish out there. I can see them all right in front of me. Move our split shot a little closer. Looks a little less natural, but it'll also make our worm sink a little closer to the bottom a little quicker. And they like that. There we go. Number two, if I can land this dude. Man, he's a good fish too. At least he's fighting me good in the current. That is another nice rainbow. Look at this guy here. That is a nice fish. Almost want to take this guy for lunch, but I have a feeling we're gonna catch some more. Ooh. And he's off. Two in the bag. Good day of fishing so far. See if we can get another. What I did to get that guy there, I was literally saying it right before he bit. I originally had my split shot about a foot away from my hook, but I moved it down just a couple inches from my worm. And what that will do is it will just make your bait fall a little bit quicker. You can hug the bottom a little bit more and you won't drift as much. It looks a little less natural with your split shot there, but the fish seem to like it. Let's see if we can catch another one. There's so many in this spot, guys. I think I have a piece of a pink in here. Let's give that a shot and see if it works. Caught one on the natural, the yellow. Now we gotta get one on the pink. This one's already pre-rigged. Gonna have to get rid of that. Let's try the pink. Probably get one on this right away. I don't know what it is about the color pink, but trout just absolutely love it. Just like that. First cast with the pink. Ridiculous. Just that little color change will make a major difference. That is a nice fish too. Another giant. I don't think they put any small fish in this creek, guys. Man, that is a nice male. Right on the lip. That is exactly what you want. Look at that. Hook slid right out. Look at that beefcake, guys. That is a big rainbow trout. Man, they put some nice ones in here. I knew that little pink worm was going to do some work. And he is off. Man, that dude was feisty. Well, so much for my last pink worm. He pretty much destroyed it. Might be able to get one more fish out of this one if I'm lucky. Man, I tell you, I don't know what it is about pink, but they just have to have it. 3 nice fish in the bag so far. Can we get number 4? Well, just as a little experiment, I'm gonna do a couple more casts with the pink, and then I might switch back to the natural since that was the first color that I caught a trout on. Seems as soon as I switch colors, they're willing to bite again. So let's see how smart these fish really are. I'm also spending a lot of time fishing soft plastics. And there are other things that might work. Wonder if they would eat a moving bait today. Let's go back to the natural color. Let's see if they will bite that since it's been a little bit since we've thrown it. Switching it back to this to see if they have forgotten that this is not good to eat. See how long it takes these trout to wise up. They might not bite again. Upgraded split shot. One thing you always want to remember when you're out here fishing in the fall is that anything you do that is a little different than what you've done before will give your lure a different action, and the fish might prefer that more. Just like when I moved my split shot down there and got that bite, the same might occur when I increase the weight a little bit. Now I can really sit in the strike zone for as long as I'd like. Dang, just missed one. There he is. Man, this dude is fighting good. Number 4 if I can land him. This guy might be our lunch. Another nice bow, dude. Man, they only put nice ones in here. They're feisty and healthy. And he's off. Man, we are spanking him today. All right, next one we catch is definitely gonna be lunch. Number 5 is gonna be the unlucky winner or the unlucky loser. Just gonna keep drifting this little trout worm along. Hopefully another one will come grab it. Wasn't recording. This might be the one we take home today. Man, that is a pig rainbow. Yeah, this dude is looking like some lunch. I don't know if we're gonna catch another one here today. Maybe not from this spot. Man, that is a nice fish. Once again, right on the lip with that little worm. Man, that is another nice trout. You know, I hate to eat a fish this big, Although all these fish are just giant, we're gonna put them back. Oh boy. I guess I'm gonna have to eventually take one of these guys for lunch. These fish are just all way too nice. I believe that is number 5 for the day. Come on, looking for number 6. Whew, and looking for my lunch. All these fish are just so big. I don't want to take any of them home. I usually don't like the taste of the bigger trout, but regardless of size, the next one we catch is gonna be our lunch. Well, at this point, guys, I'm gonna keep fishing for a little bit, but I think that is gonna wrap up today's video. I still did not make it to the spot that I wanted to fish today. Well, I did, but there were some other fish and jamokes there, so I couldn't fish it. I could have, but I also didn't want to crowd them up, and I like to fish in private. Anyway, I hope you guys all liked this episode. It was a great day of fall fishing. Couldn't ask for much better than that. If you like this video, please scroll down below, hit that thumbs up button. Also subscribe to the Eastern PA Fishing YouTube channel if you have not already. Eastern PA Fishing here, you know what it is by now. Till next time, guys, stay safe, stay tuned, and always stay fishy.